You should have seen his brow just break into a quick sweat when you said, say something about these positions.
Exactly.
I see you got the memo, though, Rex. Real men wear pink.
That's right. That's right. It exudes self-confidence.
We had called each other in the morning, as we always do, and coordinate our wardrobe.
Now, I'm kind of limited in what I'm able to say here, because just before I walked in here, Jen said, don't say anything stupid. Well, there goes my whole script.
Well, we know you can come up with some fresh material for sure. We saw Gary Kasparov come in here and talk about the Grand Chess Tour and the exciting games from this year's Sinquefield Cup after last year's Sinquefield Cup, which is also very exciting. Could you have dreamt that these great players would come here and it would just be these scintillating games?
No, I couldn't. What's really amazing, this is analogous to the investment world, is how this confounds predictions that people love to make about what's going to happen. The old recency principle of what happened recently, that'll probably happen again. People are saying, I think Fabiano's going to do it again. Well, nothing could be further from reality than what's happening in this event. And Magnus has to win, given what happened in Norway, another principle, almost an axiom in some people's mind. And look what's happening.
Topalov is the same. He was running away with the event.
He walks away, and now we've got Levon in front. I mean, people in London, should be grateful to all of us folks in the colonies for coming up with such an exciting preparatory tournament for their event, the London Classic.
Well, of course, nothing would happen without your great contribution to the game of chess, as well as your wife, who's doing quite great work as well.
She's absolutely amazing. She has, for 30 or 40 years, worked very hard in Boy Scouts, first in California, and now back here in the promised land of Missouri. And, she was instrumental in getting the Chess Merit Badge inaugurated just a few years ago. And already 100,000 Boy Scouts have earned the Chess Merit Badge, which is incredible. Phenomenal. I mean, it belies belief.
So I know your mission is not just to spread professional chess here in St. Louis, but to spread scholastic chess as well.
Yes. We're in well over 100 schools. That's going to jump very markedly because we just got several new sponsors, Ascension being one of them, and their sponsorship involves us going into another whole district, taking over all of the schools in that district. So we're moving like 20 schools at a time. So before this week's over, we might be committed to like 150 or 160 schools. I mean, it's just amazing the way it's been accepted and the way the schools have responded. When we started, Joy and I thought, we're going to have to hire a salesperson to go out and talk to these schools about what we're doing. We never hired that salesperson. We can't keep up with the demand, and it's a great problem to have.
It is a fantastic problem to have. So now let's make you sweat a little bit. What do you think of the games today so far? You have your eye on any game?
Well, yeah, the Aronian game. I mean, his Ananda's up a pawn, but I assume that's temporary. I don't see how that pawn, a majority of one, survives for very long, and I've been wrong before. That's about, I think, as far as I'll go. And the Hikaru game, I listened to what you said. I have to agree with Yasser. With 2 rooks and 2 bishops, everything developed. I don't know how anybody could be at any great disadvantage. Total material equality.
Look at this, Yaz. Another person trying to take over our job as commentator. Well, you do enough, Rex. We really appreciate all the good things you do.
Don't worry. I won't give up my day job. I'll stick with what I know.
Well, an absolute joy to always talk with you and to know the man who has done so much to create such resurgence in chess here in St. Louis, around the country, and even around the world.
Thank you so much. Pleasure.
Rex Sinquefield, he's the man. Couldn't do anything without him.
Rex, I can't let you go without teeing you up for one question, because we have had these discussions numerous times. The idea of chess and Alzheimer's, and whether chess can help people with dementia and other challenges. You've commissioned a study, or working to commission a study with SLU. If you could just talk about that for a second and why you find that an intriguing study.
Well, I was interested in the topic for a variety of reasons. The most personal one is when I played golf with in a charity golf tournament with Mike Matheny, the manager of the Cardinals, several years ago. We played together for 18 holes, and obviously we had very many lengthy conversations about many subjects. But that was one that was dear to him because, as Mike pointed out, he had 16 concussions when he played in the major leagues as a catcher. He said early in his career it took a serious collision to cause one. He said, but later in my career it took a foul ball tipped off my mask and there'd be another one. For 2 years following baseball, when he retired, he said, I'd be out doing errands and I'd forget why I was there. I'd have to call my wife and say, where am I going and why? And he said, so I'm very concerned about this. Now, but Mike does an amazing thing. You know, he coaches a game all day or all evening. Then he goes home and he does 20 minutes of tactics on chess.com, which I find to be the most difficult thing to do in chess. And he does it 10:30, 11 at night. And he said it relaxes him. There's got to be something wrong with him if that relaxes him. So we got very interested in this topic, and the man who's married to my niece, Dr. Stu Slavin, is the Associate Dean at the Medical School of St. Louis University, and I raised the possibility of doing a study, and he assembled some great scholars led by Dr. Lawrence Schwartz, a psychologist. He's got some psychiatrists there, and they have put together a proposal, which the Chess Club is sponsoring, to look at the effects of chess and its ability to forestall Alzheimer's and dementia.
Well, speaking of the Cardinals, are they going to lose the World Series this year to the Yankees?
You know,
To my New York Yankees.
to your New York Yankees. You know, it's possible that the orbit of the moon would speed up and go twice its normal rate, but I don't think that will happen, nor do I think the Cardinals will lose to the Yankees. Oh, my Lord.
All right, we'll get into that one off camera. Rex and I have fun with that. Guys, back to you.